Hi, my name is Michael Hope, and this is a presentation on prayer. We will be discussing what prayer is, the different types of prayer, how to pray effectively, and how our prayers can be hindered. What is prayer? Prayer is the act of communicating with God through spoken or silent words, expressing your thoughts, feelings, praises, thanks, confessions, and requests, and seeking guidance, strength, or intervention in accordance with God's will. It's considered a vital part of a believer's relationship with God, serving as both a personal and communal practice of faith. Prayer is the key to growing in relationship to God and undergoing the internal transformation that occurs through close relationship with Him. It is said that no sinner is saved without prayer, and no believer is sanctified without prayer. Prayer can be any length. It can be long, like Solomon's prayer found in 1 Kings 8:23 through 53, one of the longest in the Bible, 31 verses, or short, like Peter's prayer found in Matthew 14:30. That is only one verse containing only 3 words. It doesn't matter how long, it just matters that we do it. God wants to talk to us and be in relationship with us. There are many types of prayer, including adoration, praising God for who He is and what He's done. Thanksgiving, expressing gratitude for God's blessings. Petition, asking God for what you need, including forgiveness. Intercession, asking God for something that someone else needs. Healing, seeking God's healing power and blessing for physical, emotional, or spiritual restoration. A prayer of faith, a confident and trusting prayer, believing that God has the power to answer a request according to His will and timing. In a prayer of faith, people might pray for a miracle, meeting a financial need, or strength and courage to face a challenge. And there's prayer of agreement, also known as corporate prayer. This involves praying with other people. Meditation, seeking to understand what God has revealed. Prayer can also be expressed vocally or mentally. Now that we know what we might want to pray to God about, how do we make our prayers heard? Praying effectively is the key to deepening our relationship with God and experiencing the power of His presence in our lives. The 3 main elements of effective prayer include posture, frequency, and actions. The internal posture we need to have to pray effectively includes sincerity. We should approach prayer with a genuine heart, speaking honestly and openly. In humility, we should approach prayer with a humble spirit, acknowledging our dependence on God and recognizing the need for guidance and grace. Faith, we have to believe in the power of prayer, having faith that God is listening and will respond. Gratitude, include expressions of thanks and prayers. Being grateful helps maintain a positive and trusting attitude. The frequency of our prayers matters too. Effective prayer includes consistency. Make prayer a regular part of your spiritual life. Regular communication fosters a deeper connection with God. Persistence. This means not losing heart if you don't see immediate results, trusting in God's perfect timing. The actions associated with effective prayer include forgiveness. Prayer is an opportunity to reflect on personal relationships and seek reconciliation. We are called to forgive others as well as ourselves. Alignment with God's will. Effective prayer aligns your desires with God's will, acknowledging that God's understanding is greater than our own. And listening. Prayer is not just about speaking. It also involves listening. Instead of just talking, be open to receiving guidance, inspiration, or understanding during and after prayer. These guidelines can help create a more meaningful and effective prayer life. There are hindrances to prayer that can impact the effectiveness and depth of your communication with God. Some common obstacles include spiritual sin, lack of faith, doubt or disbelief in the power of prayer or in the very existence of God can hinder your prayers. Without faith, prayer can feel empty or ineffective. Self-centeredness, prayers that are solely focused on one's own desires and needs without consideration for others, can hinder meaningful communication. Effective prayer often includes selflessness, love for others, and an alignment with a higher purpose. Pride, an attitude of self-sufficiency or a belief that you don't need help or guidance, can hinder prayer. Humility is essential for open and effective communication with God. Negative emotions, such as fear, anxiety, or anger, can cloud your ability to pray effectively. These emotions might lead to feeling distant from God or make it harder to pray with clarity. Spiritual separation, lack of understanding. A lack of understanding of how to pray or what prayer is can also be a hindrance. Misconception or confusion about the purpose and practice of prayer can create obstacles in developing a rich prayer life. Unconfessed sin. When there is unaddressed sin or unresolved guilt, it can create a barrier between an individual and God, affecting the openness and authenticity of prayer. Unforgiveness. Holding on to anger, bitterness, or unforgiveness toward others or yourself can prevent prayer from being effective. Spiritual neglect, lack of persistence. Giving up on prayer too easily, especially when there is no immediate response or visible results. It can hinder progress. Persistence and patience are often necessary to experience the fullness of prayer. Busyness. A busy, hurried lifestyle without time dedicated to prayer or reflection can make it difficult to connect deeply in prayer. Rushed, distracted prayers often lack the depth and focus that lead to meaningful spiritual growth. Distractions. A cluttered mind, external noise, or busy surroundings can make it difficult to focus during prayer. Distractions can hinder the depth and quality of communication. Addressing these hindrances often involves self-reflection, seeking reconciliation, cultivating discipline, and deepening your relationship with God. In summary, prayer is a vital communication with God, encompassing various types, such as adoration, petition, and intercession. Effective prayer involves sincerity, humility, faith, and consistency, while overcoming hindrances like lack of faith, pride, and distractions. By addressing these obstacles, believers can deepen their relationship with God and experience transformative spiritual growth. Thank you.